Tonight on EA Sports, Super Bowl 56.
To kick off for Arizona.
For the first time in almost 30 years, the big game is back in Los Angeles. Super Bowl 56 underway. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Try and start this drive in the air. He'll drop this down to Taylor. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9.
A good, safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Going deep downfield for Ross. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Not the desired outcome, but probably won't be the last time we see him take a shot downfield.
So just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he will have a Steelers first down. It would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
1-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Pick 6 in the Super Bowl. You think about some of the big pick 6s over the history of this huge game. I remember, because I was watching with a lot of Colts fans, Tracy Porter picking Peyton Manning to get the Saints' first title.
Yeah, that one pretty much sealed the deal for New Orleans as well. But I got to go back a ways because, you know, unfortunately I'm considerably older. Herb Adderley, the Green Bay Packers, got it all started. The first pick 6, Super Bowl II against the Oakland Raiders, and some of the better ones that were out there. You might remember Dwight Smith of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had 2 in one game when they won their Super Bowl championship against Rich Gannon in Oakland. You mentioned Tracy Porter already. How about James Harrison of the Steelers? You remember that one? 100 yards right before the half ended. That was a big-time play. But for me, the absolute classic, Willie Brown in slow motion against the Vikings for the Raiders. The grand old man, Willie Brown, 75 yards. six.
You recall them on. What a play here. Another pick six in the Super Bowl. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44s. They try again on first down. They keep on the ground with Elliott. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. For the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
7 yards there and a first down. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field. But
he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Mess around and put that thing up on your permit. 6 figures every year, yeah, earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Number 24.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. Out across midfield down to the 35. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Got a man. It's Patterson, complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And this one caught by Max Williams. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Murray and company going for it on 4th. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
And he'll go out of of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Cardinals 7, Steelers 0.
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Going deep downfield for Ross. And for the 3rd time here this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray has it knocked loose. Fumble. They will fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. Shotgun now from Murray. That is incomplete.
Some applause for the defense there. They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Return that time of about 14 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he's going to get this deep on Arizona's side of the field. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 43 yards.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Now Elliott. And the Steelers are going to have it first and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness. Just about got him into the end zone.
At the Cardinals' 3-yard line.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. Pushing and finding his way in for a Steeler touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Second effort there, he was determined to find pay dirt, and he did.
I think that's a great example of what coaches talk about, a back that runs behind his pads, and he uses pads to get him into the end zone.
And his kick is good.
That ties the game at 7. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
And 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're coming off a 3 and out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and give it a spot that they haven't done before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down. 2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Murray going to look to run. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
In my humble estimation, terrific work there defensively. Running backs trying to get wide, get to the sideline, and they beat him to the spot, forced him out of bounds, pretty close to the line of scrimmage.
And now Murray's going to set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The tight end, Max Williams, the intended receiver. But now it'll be third down.
It's now third down and 9 yards to go.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Escaping the pressure right. Going, this is caught inside the 15. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll run with Chubb, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that makes makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now Elliott. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. Running with Elliott. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Chase Claypool, 53 yards. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Boswell for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
Ties the game at 14. Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Gardner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
Throwing is Murray on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. On the punt, 12 on the return, and control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to lose yardage, not that it matters, as the final seconds tick away. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. So these two teams will head to the locker room as we hit halftime at Super Bowl 56. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in the Super Bowl. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Looking to throw on second down. Murray, they set up the screen to Chubb. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
On third down, it's Nick Chubb, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs. So from the 36 now, first and 10. To throw, it's Murray. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. Able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
First down, they'll run with Chubb. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you can do worse than a 4-yard first down.
They'll have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 14.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Now Chubb. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4.
He was brought down.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. And again, it's Chubb. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a first and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They've got 3 tight ends here on first and goal to add some extra mass. for John Kelly. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
That's an excellent stop right there here in this tie game. They're doing their best to hold the fort and at least force a field goal attempt.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Nick Chubb, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Cardinals have broken the tie. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along?
For Arizona.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Third quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Second and 10. This is Elliott. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
They go to Elliott again. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. It is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position.
Turnover on downs.
Chubb. And get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
Nick Chubb, the ball carrier.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
14.
coming up on a 2nd and 6. They run it again with Chubb. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
10 at the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeout?
Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
10 at the 25-yard line.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get to ball carriers. But in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Shotgun, he'll look to throw, and that is incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. The gun. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. It's caught. Jones. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
10 at the 47-yard line.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Another carry tonight for Workhorse Elliott. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
They picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Up at a 4th and 1. If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. They'll run it with Elliott. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that may write a finish to this Super Bowl. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got playing to catch.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. They go with Chubb on 2nd down, and just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. For Nick Chubb. Now he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. It's a pickup of 5, and that should just about wrap this one up.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
And the Cardinals have done it. They're the kings of the NFL. Arizona, your Super Bowl champs. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely Do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all off season, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.